Hey, so it's 1:41 p.m. on New Year's Day 2025, and we're about to do a walk. The current temperature is 46 degrees, and it feels like 38. It's very windy out. So my original plan was to walk to Silver Lake, which is roughly about 4 miles, I guess. But again, I don't go by what the maps say because I do a lot of cutting through the scenic routes. So generally I would be cutting along through the canal on the part that I've walked before. And but what I'm gonna do is I'm basically just gonna start walking the canal, and if I feel like going further, then I'll just start going further. But if I go further, I'm gonna have to pretty much go to Silver Lake because the rest of it is just pretty much main roads and stuff. So yeah, so either we'll walk the canal and back, or we'll walk the canal, but when I'm walking to the canal, I'm just gonna not record because it's cutting through my section. Gotta make a pit stop at 7-Eleven before I hit the canal, and hit the canal, and then kind of go from there. And then if I do decide to go to Silver Lake, I'll just cut it off when I get to the to the main road, because that's one of the last spots I'm going to record unless I just do a talking part. But when I'm walking, there won't be no talking and stuff as usual, because I let the birds and whatever else do the sounds, and a lot of times I just want to just take in the environment as I'm there. Hey, so we just got to the canal, so I'm going to do a walk. I have a feeling I'm probably just going to do the canal, but I'll walk all the way down to the further than I went the last time. I see a kitty cat ahead, but what I might do is I might go down to that one little area and see if I can find like a sitting spot where I could just chill for a little bit while I'm there. Just kind of absorb the environment and the surroundings. But we're gonna begin our walk now, and maybe we'll get the fox on video again. just gonna sit at this spot. Sit on this little rock right here. Not a little rock, but just sit here for a little bit. I'm not sure how long. Ain't really many places I really can go. That pond that I went to became private property. My brother went back there. It was one day last week, and he said he saw signs all over saying private property, which is getting ridiculous. And I know I keep saying in my videos that I'm missing out with not having a car, but I really am, because I'm very limited to where I can go. Like I said, I walked to Silver Lake, looking at probably roughly 3.5, 4 miles. Because I did walk home one time from an old job that was near there, and that was because I was having a car situation then. But yeah, so I'm not sure where I'm gonna go after here. I know I will walk to the end of the canal to where it comes out at the road, but I'm not sure after that if I'll just turn around and start heading back or where I'm gonna head. But again, my apologies if I've hit here frequently, but I'm becoming very limited on places. The one field that I went to before, again, private property signs all over, and I'm willing to take the chance, but the more you take the chance, the more chances you get caught. So I'm not saying I won't go back there, but I'm very limited where I can go. So yeah, so I'll see you in the next clip. Alright, so I just want to touch on the private property stuff before I start heading out. What I might do, what I've decided is I might go up there and, like I said, up to the end of the road. But on my way back, I'll probably stop back in here. Or I might sit, kind of block the wind a little. But about the private property stuff is, as I was sitting here looking at all these trees that are being cut down, I'm not saying this is going to be private property, but my guess is that they're probably cutting them down so that they can put more buildings up for workplaces. And my beef with that is that they're making everything private property and they're ripping all the woods and stuff down, but at the same time there's so many vacant buildings that are out here that, you know, places could go into, but they don't really give a shit because all they want to do is just rip the stuff down. And every time you rip a tree down, that's taking away more. There's a hawk or vulture or something flying way up. I ain't gonna be able to get them, but yeah, so they're ripping stuff down, but yet they got vacant buildings up. And my thought was with the back at that pond is that trucking company is right next to it. So my thought is that they're probably gonna rip them trees down and turn that into part of their property. But all them years, 52 years that I've been in existence and lived in this area, that has never once been private property. And now all of a sudden they decide that they're going to switch it to where it's private. Now, don't get me wrong, there's people that go back there and do shit that they shouldn't do. There's like busted glass all over the place if you go down right near the pond. But it's just people don't give a shit. And like I said, what they're doing is wrong, but taking away all the trees and stuff is also wrong. So that's my thought on probably what they're going to be doing with that. But I still think in the end it's bullshit, because save the land, you know, save stuff that, you know, is good for the country and good for the air. But anyways, that was just my thoughts. I'm going to be pretty much about ready to walk up there. And then walk my way back. And like I said, again, one of my things is I want to find a secluded spot where I can just go and just sit. even if I can just gotta walk to it. But I just want some kind of area that's away from my house, to where I can just go and just relax, do whatever I want to do, put numbers on block, put my phone on do not disturb, whatever I have to do. But it's getting harder and harder to find them kind of places. I found a spot back at that pond, but now I'm taking chances going back there. I'm still gonna go back there at this point. I mean, I ain't got, you know, it is what it is. But anyways, we'll be walking in a couple minutes, and then I'll probably do more talking parts back here, but all depends. If it wasn't so windy, I could start writing some stuff down, but my pages are gonna keep, you know, they're connected to a notebook, but they're just gonna keep blowing. And by the way, I didn't mention in the beginning, but the wind are supposed to be 20 to 30 miles an hour, and up to possibly 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So, I mean, I don't mind it. It's not real cold. I mean, the temperature ain't that cold, so it's not that bad. It's tolerable. Now, if it was like 20 degrees and, you know, the wind chill dropped to, you know, below 10, then yeah, that's a little different. But I was debating on whether my hand would be able to, you know, withstand holding the camera while it's out all the time. It actually got colder the last time I was here than this time. But yeah, I'll cut it off, and right now I'm just sitting here listening to the trees creak in the wind. But yeah, so we'll be heading out in a couple minutes. I like this. Good. How about you?
Good.
happen. Alright, so if you go behind me on this road, this is actually Route 13, which is also known as Bristol Pike. It's just easier to talk and not face it this way. But if you go all the way down there, you can get to Silver Lake. This is the road that I would be taking. If I go to the main part of Silver, well, I actually could cut on, I think it's 2nd Avenue. And if I cut on 2nd Avenue, I can just make my way around Silver Lake and it'll take me to the main part. But if I want to go directly down, I would just make a right on Bass Road and that'll take me to the same spot, but just, you know, less scenic. So basically when I do it, I'm just gonna walk all the way down, go down 2nd Avenue and then go left, and then I'm basically at Silver Lake once I'm on 2nd Avenue because it leads to the parking lot. But anyways, at least I didn't get shut out with them ducks. So that was definitely first sighting on the trip this year. So they get their own, you know, their own little thing, video. But I'm gonna start walking back. But yeah, this is Route 13, also again known as Bristol Pike, and that would be the way to Silver Lake. Get them from this side. Happy New Year's, guys. Alright, so it's cutting off some of the wind, not much. But yeah, make sure I watch for broken glass and bottles and stuff. Lord knows what you'll find in these places. But so I might just sit here for a little bit. Just kind of chill. The one guy that went by, coming towards me, I knew him from work. It's funny. I know a lot of people are out here. It ain't a bad thing. I mean, it's situations, but my situation is pretty much not much better. That's why I like coming out to these places. Just try to clear my head and just stay in my zone when I'm out here. And that's why a lot of times, I don't do any talking, because a lot of times I just try to be mindful of everything that's around me. And I might add like little intervals of talking like this. And just kind of shows my area a little more too. But tomorrow I'm going to be going up to check on that job. And I got a video coming out tonight on my mental health page, which I'm gonna have to do a video. So if anybody on this page wants to follow me on that channel, feel free to. But I'll do a video or something to post a link of what the channel name is. But it's actually it's just Wildlife Lover 0812 dash Welcome to My World. So a beehive. I believe that's a beehive sitting up, hanging on that branch. No, it ain't gonna come out the best. But I just parked my ass here, so I'm not getting up yet. Might actually put my bag down and just sit back in that little area back there. But yeah, I mean, if I could find a set place that was, secluded and no chance of running into people, I'd be alright. I mean, every now and then, but I like secluded spots where you can just sit there and just kind of zone out and just enjoy everything that's around. But I'm not sure how this is going to go over with the talking in between the walking. I'm a poet and didn't know it. But anyways, yeah, so just trying out new things, and gonna be bringing some different things to. That's the only thing really I like about the year change. Years ago, it never really did anything for me. I mean, I don't drink, I don't party, pretty much just stay home, and that's kind of how I like spending my New Year's. Haven't drank since I was 20. Haven't done anything since I was 20, and that's how I like it. I don't regret the days, because it kind of, defines who I am today. And it's kind of another reason why I'm on the path that I'm on. But at the same time, I need these places, when you apply at them, to work with you and get back to you. So, but I'm sure I'm gonna cut it off there. But I'm sure I'll have some other things to say before I would just set it up on the mini little tripod that I have. Shout out to Chris for the tripod. Much appreciated. I've been using it when I was at the therapy place. I've used it at home, so it does come in handy. So, but I could always just set it up and just kind of, not that I'd really see anything, shine it that way. Be with the phone, but again, I probably won't see anything. But I've learned in the past, just always be prepared. But it's kind of cool doing this way, because I can see if anybody comes up behind me. But yeah, so this year just got to put one foot in front of the other, keep my mind clear. Things are still gonna bother me, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna cut a whole video. My mom's supposed to be coming home from the nursing home on Friday, so probably cut a video on my other channel. And when I'm on Facebook, I say channel. When I'm on YouTube, I say page. Anyways, nervous about it. It's not more. It's more or less not about her coming home. I mean, it somewhat is, but it's just the whole situation. And you know, people just gotta realize that if somebody wanted to put her in there permanently and basically kick me and my daughter out on the street, then there's more behind it, you know. I mean, yes, I had to blow up on her before I went into that place, but you know, I have no respect for that person. It's family too, but at the same time, it's like she legally can't kick us out anyways right away without having a court order. So, but now my mom's coming home. They can't make up their minds on what they're doing. So, anyways, I mean, I want my mom home. Don't get me wrong. And like I said, when I was in that place, that the people I feel the worst for in this whole situation is my daughter, my mom, and the cats, and my backyard animals. But when you can't reason with people and you try to set boundaries and they keep overstepping them boundaries, you gotta get them out of your life. And that's kind of where I'm at. And I lost every ounce of respect for the person because of that. I lost respect when she wouldn't listen to anything that I had to say. It's like she's the power of attorney, and you give somebody power. That's why I hate that fucking word. Nothing good comes from anybody who says that they have power. Shit just always goes downhill or things get destroyed. So that person's pretty much been cut out of my life, and I ain't even looking back. People like that, whether related or not, they don't belong in your life. So yeah, I should just cut this video back here. Now I'm into talking about it, but I'm just gonna cut it off there. If I keep running with my feelings, maybe I will cut the video back here and then just kind of do 2 videos today. But anywho, I'm gonna cut it off there. And I know I never really look into the camera, but it's because I'm always looking around, see if I see anything. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut it off there, and I will see you in the next clip. Alright, so it's about 3:40, and it's time to head back because I want to get, you know, have good lighting while we're walking back, so that way it's not so that way the video footage is clearer and not, you know. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna start walking back. Might be a little noisy right in this spot. As you can see, I got my hood on, so yeah, so it's so I mean, I'm hoping to lose them when I get further up that way. But we're gonna walk up to the locks and then start walking back. Maybe hopefully we'll get something else on there, but again, at least we're not shut out. So thanks to the duckies. But yeah, so time to walk back. Okay, so that's gonna close out the video. I'm actually surprised that I didn't get any squirrels on video. Maybe they're still hungover from partying last night. They're rocking the new year. But yeah, so that's gonna wrap up this video. And as always, I hope you enjoy. So with that, I will see you in the next video. I'm gonna go home, drink some hot chocolate because I'm cold now. So honestly, I guess because the sun's going down, I honestly feel like it got a hell of a lot colder, but I was also walking against the wind back. So anyways, I will cut it off there, and thank you all for the support, and I will see you in the next video.